Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. After conducting a successful ODM recruitment drive from Nyanza to Kisii to Nyamira, Western Coast, Raila Odinga shocked the nation when he announced that he was interested in becoming the chairman of the African Union Commission, a position that will soon fall vacant after the tenure of Musa Faki ends in 2025. And after making that big announcement, Raila jetted out of the country, destination Germany. And the trip to Germany is a very significant trip for Raila Odinga at such moment when he's looking for a position in the African Union. And I want us to head straight to what Raila shared on his X handle. Raila said, visiting the Heder Institute, my alma mater in Leipzig, Germany, brought back memories of my high school days, from the familiar corridors to returning to my previous house on Lumumba Street and meeting with today's students. So Raila went back to the place where he went to school. He could identify the house that hosted him while he was in school. And of course, he met the current students of the same school. So Raila is an alumni in that alma mater, as he calls it, in Leipzig, Germany. And then he went ahead and shared this picture here. It's not actually a picture, but a video that I also want us to look at. This is the video of Raila walking and just strolling around to see the surrounding, the school, and that house. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to submit to you that this particular tweet and the exercise of looking around his school, the former school, meeting the current students, and the whole exercise is very, very significant. And that is what I want to reveal to you in this video. And if you're watching it for the first time, please take a second or two and subscribe. Then click the notification bell so that whenever we release a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Help us share our videos and give this video a thumbs up so that it can be recommended to more people. To all our subscribers and those who support us, I want to thank you in a very special way. Now, ladies and gentlemen, did you know that one of the reasons why Raila Odinga was blacklisted by the Western powers is partly because he went to school in Germany? When Kenya gained independence and the founding fathers, Jomo Kenyatta and Oginga Odinga, formed the first government, they soon fell out, and politically they were reading from different pages and moving to opposite directions. And sooner before they knew it, Kenyatta was working very closely with the Western powers, while Oginga Odinga was working very closely with the Eastern powers. Back then, everything was under the USSR. So it was capitalism, the Western capitalism against the Eastern communism. And while Raila went to school, because Tom Mboya also came into the mix, and through JF Kennedy Foundation, Tom Mboya sponsored very many students, regardless of their tribe. That is how Wangari Maathai gained access to some good education in the US. That is how Barack Obama, the senior, the father to the former US president, also went to the USA because Tomboy had a rapport with them. And Raila Molo Odinga's father, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, also through Lumumba Foundation, was working very closely with the Eastern powers and was taking people to go and learn in the Eastern countries. So Raila Molo Odinga went to Eastern Germany that was then under communism. And that is Raila's journey towards winning elections, and he's not allowed to govern this country. That is how he became an enemy of the Western powers. Because up to date, I still believe that they have never forgiven Raila Molo Odinga. And Raila had no choice, if you ask me, because you are taken to school by your fathers. So if Oginga did not somehow like or he preferred the Eastern schools to the Western schools, it is not Raila's mistake. So that is why it was very significant as Raila showed around why he went to school. And the Western powers have always manifested themselves in Africa as the champions for democracy. And Raila took that opportunity to expose that these powers are never democratic at all. I want you to watch this video where Raila is giving some keynote speech there, and the topic was democracy. And Raila is giving an example of the three branches of government: the executive, judiciary, and legislature. And Raila is explaining just how the legislature controls the money, and with that, the legislative government, the executive arm of the government is the one that controls the money. He collects taxes and then distributes it to the other branches. And with that power, it sometimes undermines the independence of the other branches. And he's giving an example of Kenya, Ruto actually, to be precise, who is intimidating the judiciary and the judges. Take a look.
The judiciary, legislature, and the executive. Um, the executive of the power, because the executive is charged with the responsibility of collecting revenue. The revenue goes to the executive, and the executive then distributes this revenue to the legislature and to the judiciary. And this sometimes the executive can use to try to claw back some of the powers which have been constitutional given to the legislature and also to the judiciary. We have had practical examples in Kenya, where, for example, the executive wants to introduce certain amendments, and the judiciary is saying that these amendments are unconstitutional and therefore null and void. Now the executive is now accusing the judiciary of corruption and trying to discipline some of the judges.
This is also very significant because he revealed this in Germany. The very people who are supporting William Samoei Ruto, USA and the UK, recently, they have invited, William Ruto has been invited together with the First Lady Rachel to a state visit in the White House. And part of that invitation was saying that they are going to enjoy our shared democracy. And America is talking of democracy, while the president that they support, actually the man that they gave us as a president, they supported and aided his victory, is intimidating our judiciary and threatening them. And so Raila chose to reveal this just to expose Joe Biden and their clandestine motives in Kenya and at a wider range in Africa. Because as they express very publicly their opinions about democracy, they have not condemned, we have not even seen Meg Whitman, who's the US ambassador to Kenya, condemning Ruto's behavior as it threatens the judiciary. So Raila chose to reveal this to the world, what is really happening, and he did this in Germany. Number three, immediately Raila expressed his willingness to go and contest for the AU chairperson seat. Miguna came out and reiterated what he has always said, that Raila does not have the qualifications of heading the African Union Commission. And Miguna has always maintained that Raila went to a village polytechnic in Germany, that he never attended any school. And that is why Raila chose to share this video. And of course, he's mentioning names so that anybody who has got any doubt can go to Germany and oppose this or get the proper report and convince us that Raila never went to school in Germany. Miguna has always said that Raila never went to school. He has questioned where Raila went to school in his primary level, at the secondary level, at college level. As an engineer, Raila says he qualified he graduated and qualified in Germany. And so he has shared this to deconstruct Miguna's theory. Because Miguna is a man who worked very closely with Raila. But Miguna has got penchant of trying to get even into your bedroom once you work together and you disagree. And those are qualities of a poor politician, because in politics, people work together and they disagree. In 2007, Raila was with Ruto. Today, they are not working together. And people keep on, changing parties and working together and forming alliances. Miguna cannot be that person who works with you, and when you disagree, he reveals secret. That is the reason why Ruto has not given him a job. Because you give him a job today, you are very close and you share secrets. The next moment, you are not reading, working together, and he will reveal. And Miguna should know, just at the time, Ruto and Uhuru were his enemies. Today, Ruto is a close ally. And Raila wanted to reveal to the whole nation that he went to school in Germany to deconstruct. He didn't want to get into some verbal bickering with his junior. Miguna is his junior, worked in his office. He just wanted to put it there so that people can see that he actually went to school, so that Miguna is left with a rotten egg in his face. And finally, it was just nice and very nostalgic. Even you, if you go back to maybe your high school or college and your alumni, these days people even have WhatsApp. The alumni who went to certain colleges or high school or just primary, and they go back to give back to that community. They even decide to buy some lockers for them. They can decide to contribute whenever there is a rumble, they are building some dormitory or any building, they contribute. So it was very nostalgic for Raila Amolo Odinga as he walked around to see where he went to school. Time flies very fast. Or what do you think?